Arne Slot has just finished his press conference, and here are the main talking points. They started with McAllister, my mate Macca. I think he's going to be a future Liverpool captain. I think he's brilliant. He basically said that under Slot there's structure and freedom, which he really enjoys. He prefers the position he's in now other than the number 6. He spoke about how important Luis Diaz has been this year, and how he's contributing so well. He spoke about Chiesa and how happy he's been since he's been here, and how important they think he will be going forward. And he spoke about Bologna, and he basically said, look, I don't watch many of their games, but we know they're very tough to beat and they're going to be very physical. But he also said, we have a plan, and as long as our plan works, it's going to be great. He's really looking forward to being in the Champions League, and he really wants to win it so that he can become, part of that very minority of players which have won the World Cup and the Champions League. Then it got to Arne Slot. Unfortunately, it looks like Chiesa isn't going to make it. Apparently, Chiesa is gutted to miss, because I think he probably would have played by the sounds of things. He trained yesterday, and then this morning he came in with some niggles, and they don't think he's going to be ready for the game. He may be back for the weekend, but they don't know. Jota missed the last 2 training sessions, but he is expected to be available for either the team or the squad. Don't know if that means Nunes will play or not. He was asked if he's excited, because when he first started with Liverpool, he said what he's most excited for is the Champions League nights. He said that he obviously has some good nights with Feyenoord, but if everything goes as he's been told, then he's buzzing for it. But the most important thing is he wants the players to go out there and show how much they missed last year being in the Champions League, and that should then make them want to stay in the Champions League, which means they will have to perform in the Premier League more. He also wants the fans to show how much they've missed the Champions League by their support, and also to say to Europe, we're back, we're here again. I thought that was a really good way of putting it. He was asked about McAllister's point about freedom and structure, and he basically said that they should have structure when we haven't got the ball. When we haven't got the ball, it should all be about getting it back in a structured way. When they have the ball, there is a plan, but there is freedom to it. So if they feel like they want to do something a little bit different, then he wants them to have that freedom to do it. He was asked about Bologna. He said that they are a man-marking team. They're very similar to Atalanta, who obviously gave us a bit of trouble in the Europa League last year at Anfield. And he said that they've watched a lot of that. He was asked about his feelings. He said at the end of the Wolves game that he wasn't happy with the last few minutes. But the reporter said, but they didn't have a shot on target after the 70th minute. So what is it you weren't happy with? And he said, I can't accept mediocrity. And we lost the balls in some occasions, and we lost the ball even before we should have, and I shouldn't accept that. They said, how do you get that point that you don't accept mediocrity over to the players? And he said, I don't lose my temper because I don't think it helps. I work with them on a singular basis, and I just show the team where they should have done better. But in actual fact, the team that I've got aren't happy with mediocrity already, which I think is down to Klopp. And it's brilliant to have players who are disappointed in themselves before I even have to say anything. And he said, and that's why this team will go places. It's going to be a tough game. We need to win these games because we've got Bayer Leverkusen and Real Madrid. We need to be winning all of these games to give us the best chance of getting into this top 8. It's Anfield. It's going to be a tough game. They're probably going to give us a low block, and they man mark. It's going to be hard to get a win. I think we'll win 2-0, and I think that'd be a good win. Let me know what you think. Please like, follow, repost. Please follow me if you don't already. Come on, you Reds.